So hello, and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So today we're actually just going to be talking about this new luxury tax that Canada is imposing. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. Myself also thinking about dibbling and dabbling. So I'll get right into it. So Canada, they're actually going to be having a luxury tax on certain cars, boats, aircrafts. All right. So it says luxury tax registration as part of the government of Canada's commitment towards a fairer tax system. Budget 2021 announced the introduction of a luxury tax on the sale or importation of select luxury items. The luxury tax applies to certain vehicles and aircrafts priced over $100,000 and certain vessels priced above $250,000. It goes to effect next month, September 1st. All right. So they have a whole bunch of little things about it. And it says all new cars and aircraft priced above $100,000 will be subject to the act, along with boats exceeding $250,000. The tax incurred is 10% of the full value of the item. It will also apply to written sales agreements as well. Manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, and importers must register under the Act before selling or importing vehicles subject to the new tax. It's probably important to note that these thresholds are in Canadian dollars and that $100,000 of these is equivalent to, almost $78,000. All right. So that's pretty much what's going on. They have like a nice little luxury tax thing that they're trying to implement. If you get a car, boat, whatnot. Now, I find that to be a good thing and a bad thing. So you have people who, yes, they are millionaires, they're billionaires. And yes, they can afford to have $100,000 cars. They can afford to have boats, $250,000, their aircrafts, all of that kind of stuff. All right. And they won't bat an eyelash. Oh, yeah, sign it. Boom. I'm a millionaire. I can do whatever I want. Okay. So you have that. And yes, I do get that. That makes sense. But what about your hardworking Joe? What about your hardworking individual who, let's say they make 50 grand, $60,000 every year. They've been saving up. Maybe 5 years they've been saving up, investing in different stocks. Maybe they got their own small business. Maybe they're killing it elsewhere. Okay. They've been saving up. And now you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to get that $80,000 car, for example, or a $90,000 car. And then they're now being punched in the face by this crazy tax. So on one side, I see like, okay, that makes sense. But it's the other side where I'm like, well, you could be hurting. Yeah, you're going to affect more people who make the most money, obviously, because they're not driving out in Toyota, Camrys and Priuses. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you kind of are affecting the other people who may have saved up for this big purchase. And now it's like, okay, yep, now we're going to hit you on top of all that. And it's like, I see where they're going. I see where they're coming from. I just, I like to look at both sides of the argument, of the story. And yeah, it seems like, yeah, you would be in for a huge surprise with that. Question for us Americans, you Americans, Americans. Do you guys think that this is something that could be implemented here because y'all know how corrupt America is, okay? Do you think that this is something that could be implemented here, though, in terms of, the $100,000 or whatnot? Because I tell you right now, honey, okay, I could go outside, you going on the highway, you see cars worth $80,000. Y'all got big trucks worth 75, probably even at that 77,777. You see expensive vehicles, but then, like I said, you also have some people who are really working hard And maybe they've been working hard to save up this money for a while. Do you think that this is something that could be implemented in the States, or do you think this is just an old Canadian thing? You know what I mean? I would love to know your comments down below, and until then.